Hi, my name is Mario Pino. I'm in period 6 class of Mr. Osis. My project was to run on the treadmill, and I called it the treadmill course for fun, of course. The goal of this project was basically to see how my heart rate would basically be good with each type of treadmill because I used different type. I used the same treadmill, but I used different settings on it. I needed to see which settings were healthy for my heart rate to use.
So basically, while I was exercising, I had to make sure my heart rate was fine and how to measure it. I had to measure it by knowing my maximum heart rate. My maximum was 205. My lowest heart rate is basically where I had to get my heart rate is the lowest point where I can get my heart rate to that'll be healthy enough, which is 102.5. My highest heart rate was like the highest point I can get it to be healthy at least was 174.25. I could tell my heart rate, how my heart rate was by using my phone every time I stopped every 5 minutes. My exercises were running on my treadmill at different speeds, like 5 miles per hour, 4 miles per hour, 3 miles per hour selection on my speeds. During each during each time on the treadmill, I had to stop so then I can measure my heart rate to see how I was doing, and then later I continued every time. So here you can see how I was running on my treadmill every time. While I was doing this one, I think I was on 5 miles per hour. I'm not really even sure which one was which, but I remember this one was 5 miles per hour. See, this one was the hardest one for me because that's the one that made me exercise the most. But as you can see here, I had to stay focused on my time. See, right now on my treadmill, I'm looking at like the time how it is, and I have to pay attention and also focus on how I'm running to make sure I don't trip or fall or something, because that would hurt. I would scrape my knees. Yeah, it'll be pretty rich. Now you see here is how I'm taking my heart rate. I use my phone here, and then I wait for it to load. It takes kind of a while because I don't know. I think I'm doing it wrong at times, but like there is shows how I'm taking my heart rate, and it helps me load it. And since the app saves it, it works. And after it saves it, I just start running again. I keep running and running and running and over again. Yeah, sorry, I was rambling on. I was having a little bit of fun there, but still, yeah. And you see me as after even after I do it, I'm tired as hell, but I'll keep going because it's my project and I have to keep going to see how my heart rate healthy is. This one wasn't really the healthiest one for me, mostly because it was one that made me exhaust so much. Like it would be kind of good, but it wouldn't be good for my heart. So after I was done doing the exercises, I had to see how my results were. A lot of my results were somewhat similar, and yet they were kind of different. You see that it kind of depends on how each one made me work. Yes, that like some of the heart rates were somewhat similar, but the results in the end were either somewhere higher, somewhere lower. The activity that increased my heart rate the most was during 5 miles per hour. Okay, that's the one that made me work out the most. The activity that raised my heart rate the fastest was once again was 5 miles per hour, since that was the hardest activity for me. The activities that raised my heart rate to nearby to my heart rate zone was mostly the 4 miles per hour and the 5 miles per hour. Both of those were kind of hard for me because I don't really use those that much. Like I use them sometimes, but it was harder to go a lot longer on those. See, when there comes to like they were like a lot closer to each other, yeah, they kind of were because like it was exercising. I stopped a lot. And I took my heart pulse because like a lot of them were kind of close together because a lot of heart rate. Because when you're running, your heart starts beating a lot. But yeah, a lot of them were close together. See, I felt kind of fine when I reached my lowest heart point because like I kind of started with 100. I don't know why, but it raised up all the way up to like 102. That was my lowest one, and I was kind of fine with that. I didn't really feel anything. But when I felt my like strongest one, like all in my highest one, I felt tired. I wanted to die. I drank so much water afterwards. Like it was a pain. I had to rehydrate so much. But yeah, this project was fun. It was good to do, and I'm glad Osis made us do it.